SuperSport United fires. Gavin Hunt, a new era, begins in a dramatic and unexpected move. SuperSport United announced the dismissal of their long-serving head coach, Gavin Hunt, after a series of poor performances that left the club in the relegation zone. Fans, pundits and players alike were stunned by the decision, which signaled a turning point for the once dominant club. The fall of an icon, Gavin Hunt, had long been regarded as one of the top coaches in South African football, with a reputation for his tactical discipline and ability to get the best out of his players. However, this season, his usual magic had failed to materialize. Despite a squad filled with talent, the team's performances had been nothing short of disastrous. SuperSport United, a club that had once been a consistent challenger for the league title, now found itself languishing in the relegation zone, a place no one had expected to see the team for years. The attack was toothless, and the defense, once the hallmark of Hunt's teams, had become leaky. The breaking point, the final straw, came after a humiliating 5-4 loss to Orlando Pirates in the Nedbank Cup quarterfinals, decided by a penalty shootout. The match had been a roller coaster, with SuperSport United battling valiantly to force extra time after a 2-2 draw in normal time. However, when the game went to penalties, it was clear that the mental fragility that had plagued the team throughout the season was still evident. Despite their best efforts, SuperSport couldn't hold their nerve, with key players missing vital penalties. The defeat was crushing, both for the players and the fans who had hoped for a positive run in the cup. It also underscored the lack of composure and resilience that had come to define the club's recent performances. With the team still firmly stuck in the relegation zone and no sign of a revival, the club's management made the tough decision to part ways with Hunt. After careful evaluation and consideration of the team's performances, we have made the difficult decision to part ways with Gavin Hunt, said SuperSport United's chairman, Kulu Sibia, in an official statement. We want to thank Gavin for his hard work and dedication to the club, but the current situation is untenable. The team's position in the relegation zone is unacceptable, and we must take action to secure our future in the top flight. The decision sent shockwaves through the football community, as Hunt had been a stalwart figure at the club. However, the club's leadership felt that change was necessary to prevent further decline. The aftermath, a club in crisis, the club's search for a new coach, began immediately, with the clock ticking as SuperSport remained dangerously close to relegation. Several names were rumored to be in the running, including former Mamelodi Sundowns coach Pitso Mosimane and Kevin Johnson, both of whom were seen as potential candidates to steer the ship out of troubled waters. We need someone who can bring fresh ideas and fire back into this team, said veteran midfielder Dean Furman. We've got the quality in the squad, but it's about getting the right mentality and energy back into the group. We owe it to the fans and ourselves to fight for survival. Looking forward, a new chapter. The road ahead for SuperSport United was uncertain. Whoever took over would have the daunting task of reviving a squad in crisis, fighting to avoid relegation while also stabilizing the club for the future. With the season in its final stages, every point became vital, and the new coach would need to hit the ground running. Fans of the club, though deeply disappointed by the team's current plight, were hopeful that a new coach could inspire a change in fortunes. SuperSport United had a proud history, and many supporters believed that they could avoid the unthinkable, falling to the second tier of South African football if the right leadership was found. Conclusion: the firing of Gavin Hunt marked a dramatic shift for SuperSport United. Once a club synonymous with consistency and success, the team now found itself fighting for its PSL survival. The coming weeks would be crucial as the club sought a new manager to guide them out of the relegation zone and back to safety. For Hunt, it was a painful end to a chapter that had promised so much but ultimately fell short. For SuperSport United, the future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. The club's journey is far from over, and their fight for survival will define the season ahead.